look where we are again. Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you were here exactly 1 year ago, then this scene will look a little familiar. I am going into the morning rehearsal for the afternoon symphony concert. It is early in the morning. We are here getting some coffee. It is that time of year again, time to do the children's outreach concert with the Central Ohio Symphony. All right, we've got coffee in hand. It is time to head over to Ohio Wesleyan University. This year we are sold out for our concert. We're here at Ohio Wesleyan. This is very nostalgic. It's because it feels like it wasn't a year ago. And I forget how beautiful this place is. Literally, this place is Hogwarts. Hogwarts. Literally. All right, let's go. We're gonna start warm-ups in about 10 minutes. We are here at the beautiful Ohio Wesleyan University, and again we are expecting 1,200 fourth graders to attend this concert. They have all been prepared of what they're going to see today, and they actually all bring recorders and they sing and play 2 songs along with myself and the symphony. So this concert really is a way for me to practice my MC skills, public speaking, as well as singing, and just working with children again. And it's wonderful. I love doing it every year, and I'm happy to say I signed a contract for this year and next year, as well as a few Christmas and solo concerts with this symphony, and they're wonderful. Let's go into rehearsal. In case you were wondering, this is the concert we're doing for the children. So sorry for the kind of, I know it's a little bit blurry because it's dark, but the theater is being filled right now. I'm filming here while I can before these seats get filled. We start in about 10 minutes. We just did our rehearsal, our run through, our script. We have the kids here. They know I'm over here kind of hiding. I'm hiding behind the sound text booth. But got my mic set on. We are ready to go and do this concert for Carnegie Hall's The Orchestra Sings 2018. Gotta go. Wish me luck. Bye. It was awesome! I am exhausted because it's a full hour of like interacting with 1,200 kids. They were so good. Like, I love doing arts education concerts. I think more than like the professional patrons sit down and sing for a full hour show. I'm not making any sense. My adrenaline level is so high! Wow, that needs to go. My adrenaline level is very high right now. We got in, we rehearsed everything, we were set to go. We had a few snags in the road, like some of our singers from the high school were given the wrong day, so they weren't there, but they let me cover it. We had 1,200 kids on recorder, so when we played New World Symphony, we let the kids play bum, ba, da, ba, da, da, on the recorder, and it actually didn't sound bad. Tuning on an A was magical. They are great. If any of my kids are watching this that were at the symphony concert today, you did a fabulous job. I am so proud of your teachers, and if you're one of the kids that got my autograph or shake hands at the bus, I'm very proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I know those kids loved that concert. Like, this is the dream. This is the dream job right here. Like, I've landed my dream job. And I think I mentioned this before, but this is a symphony concert I have booked in the future. I have, I think, another 1.5 years worth of concerts with this symphony alone booked. And I've got a few voiceover things in the works, and a new website is coming. And you guys asked for it. I finally got it done. Like, it's been on my list for weeks. You guys asked if I had a Patreon. I have a Patreon. It will be linked down below. It'll be on all my end screens now. Let me know what kind of incentives you guys want on Patreon. Somebody said if I donate like $10 a month, will you FaceTime me or sing me happy birthday or get to pick a song of the month? I would do a song of the month. I would do shout out. I would do, if you really want like an Instagram DM or something, I don't know. Let me know what you want. PG ratings only, please. We ain't doing anything else other than that. Ain't that kind of Patreon. What? Who did this? Surprise! It's about 5 o'clock now. I headed home. I had to teach some piano lessons, and I've got some kids prepping for music lessons for the summer. So I just got like their books put together. I mail them a lot of their books and stuff that they need. I don't like them to go out and like buy a bunch of different things in the beginning when, you know, they might just need one specific book, so I got that taken care of. And then I got home and there was a surprise HelloFresh box on my front doorstep. Was not expecting that, but I'm very excited to take that to Hocking Hills this weekend. I had mentioned potentially going shopping or getting a HelloFresh. We had decided on shopping and just getting some groceries, but since the surprise box is here, I figure we may as well use it. I'm excited to try HelloFresh in the woods, just because where we're going is like 30 to 40 minutes from the closest grocery store. We always pack a lot of things when we go to Hocking Hills, but this time we're just gonna have the box of HelloFresh that has different meals in it. That way we won't be buying a bunch of things. It'll save us time cooking, and then I won't have to worry about lugging all the jars and containers of extra product that I didn't need and will probably never use again. This sounds like a sponsored video, but it's actually not. I am legitimately excited to take HelloFresh to a Hocking Hills cabin and see what it's like grilling burgers out in the wild. While it is not sponsored, I do know that the HelloFresh website has a really good deal right now. If you haven't used it and you want to try it, normally they give like $30 off. I'll put a link down below that they gave out. If you try it, under this link, they'll give you $40 off your first week. You can cancel when you're done. It's not a sponsor, but people did ask last time I talked about it, and they wanted to know if there was any discount codes or deals. There's one down below for $40 off your first week. Try it out, and I do promise you if they ever give out freebies, sometimes they throw out like, hey Kristen, give out 3 free dinners or something. I always give those away as like giveaways on this channel as like a thank you to you guys. And I really like it, and I don't really sponsor a lot of products on this channel. And what I honestly like is that it makes me try things I would never try. I'm a really picky eater. I would eat basic macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets my whole life if I could. But A, that's super unhealthy, and B, probably not the most effective diet to have in the world. But HelloFresh brings me things I always think that sounds gross, that sounds terrible, awful, and then I try it and I'm like, this is amazing. Anyway, now that this video has become a HelloFresh commercial, let's move on. I thought about it in the car on the drive home. I don't want anybody watching these videos to think that me screaming that I landed my dream job is like me bragging that like life's going to be perfect forever, because that is very, very untrue. Like, that's not a thing. There are going to be days that are going to be rough. But if there's anybody watching these videos and thinking like, man, how does she do that? How is she so positive all the time? How does she handle the cards that life dealt her this year? I know I've gotten those comments, I've gotten those emails, and the best thing I can say, if you're somebody trying to figure out your next step or your next path, or if you're unhappy in the job you're in, know that it can get better. It won't be easy, but it can get better. And even when I was working 9 to 5, a lot of the time, and I'll talk about this in its own separate video so I don't get like emotional, but a lot of the time I was very unhappy. I can honestly tell you I was working for a paycheck for a company and I'm working at a place and doing things that I was not passionate about, but I was so passionate about creating a financial future and buying a house and having a financial cushion set up that I sacrificed my own happiness, and it took me a really long time to figure this out. This year, through all the personal development I did, I started cleaning out my desk and I found like notebooks of things that I would write in if I was in like a meeting or if I had time in my office that I wasn't doing anything. And 9 times out of 10, that writing was, when am I getting out of here? What am I doing? I found so many like 6-month get out now plans that I had written like in my subconscious, just waiting to do something in the office. So my advice to you, if you are somebody who doesn't like their current situation, my advice to you now, take some time and brainstorm, what is it that you want to do? The first step if you're unhappy is figure out what would make you happy. And that sounds so simple, but so many times people will say, I'm so unhappy in my job. They really won't talk like that, but. And I'll say, okay, well, what do you want to be doing? Oh, I don't know. Have a plan of what you want. Visualize the steps you need to get yourself there. For me, I needed a vision board. I made a little vision board on Pinterest. I had a tiny one in a drawer in my office that I could lock, and I had a notebook. And I wrote down like 10 things that I wanted, major things, and then I broke them down into smaller categories. For example, last year I wanted to run at 5K. So I downloaded the Couch to 5K app. I started doing like 3 days a week of running, and I just slowly broke it down into small steps until race day came and I ran that 5K. And now this year I'm working up towards a 10K. Figure out what it is you want, visualize the big steps you need to get there, and then break those steps down into smaller steps. And then from there, assign yourself little chunks of time to work towards those goals. For me, I would listen to podcasts driving to and from work because I hated commuting and I hated rush hour. So I said, I'm wasting all this time, but I made that useless time useful by listening to podcasts. I was also doing a class every single week during my lunch hour on Skillshare. I was doing a bunch of reading, a bunch of networking. Again, I got this symphony gig and the next 3 I have on my schedule through networking, getting to know people, getting my name out, doing a good job. Just really saying, hey, I'm here, I can do this, I can put in the hours and the work, I can get you a good product, and if I can do it, you can do it, I promise. And then the last thing I would say is, don't worry what other people think. This is not their journey, it is yours. I'm sure if someone a year ago had told me, hey, you're gonna be booking all these gigs and doing all of these things, I would say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be here in this office making all this money but being really unhappy about it, but at least I'll have all this money. And now I look back at that girl and I'm like, what were you doing? Let me know down below in the comments if you guys would like a video specifically about going for your dreams, your goals, like different ways that I've done it, the ways I've seen my mentors do it. There are different ways for everyone, and no one way will work for everyone, just, you know, like life. I didn't realize how passionate I was about arts education until I did this concert for the first time last year. And then when they called me in to book this year and now next year and a bunch of other stuff, like, this symphony is wonderful, and the fact that they take this time to send out the music to all those kids, the music teachers those kids have in their everyday school, prepped them for this concert. So they knew the songs, they knew what they were going to play on recorder, they knew what to sing, like they knew what was going to happen. So thank you to Carnegie Hall, you guys are wonderful. Thank you to the teachers that took the time to do it. Thank you to the booking manager who called me, and thank you to the symphony for trusting me in being your spokesperson, your MC, your singer many times. Like, I appreciate that you trust me so much, and I try my hardest to give you the product that you deserve and give those kids the concert they deserve, because it just takes that one good experience and they will keep music in their life, and that is the goal. That is enough blabbering for me. I am just the happiest kid today. Whenever I do that concert and we get to that last song, which was the Oye, the one you heard in the clips, like the kids get up and their faces light up and they know all the little hand gestures and they know what to sing, they know where to get really quiet or when to get loud, and it's just really wonderful to watch them enjoy a symphony. And the best part is not a single kid had an electronic out. They were all focused on their music books, their recorders, their songs, or the symphony. And it was really nice to watch. I can only hope that those gigs will continue to come my way. I will keep working hard for them. I will continue taking the steps needed to network and run a business and learn every single day. And if you are someone, once again, looking to do that, let me know down below if those steps help you, and if once again you want a video focused on accomplishing your goals, getting your dream life, or living your best life, whatever people want to call it. You get one of them. You get one life. See, I get really passionate and I can just go on and on about it, but I'm not. I'm gonna cut this short because I have to go try and make salmon for dinner. I purchased salmon on my own and potatoes and green beans. I'm gonna try to make like my own HelloFresh because again, I did go to the grocery store and I did get my own groceries. So I'm gonna go try to cook some freshwater salmon. That is all from me, you guys. I am just a content young lady, I guess. That sounds really great. I will talk to you guys soon. If you have not yet subscribed, please do, and let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future. Bye, you guys.
Good morning. These are our other singers, and we're listening to the orchestra. We talk about how these kids are skipping school. Morning, guys. If I were a high schooler about to sing with these kids, I'd probably be freaking out.
We are.
They're no, you guys are holding your cool.